Hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. Alrighty, so just taking a few moments and working on parts of things that I saw that needed to be fixed, like his hand here. It was like way too small. It's like a baby's hand. I'm still in the first chapter of my webcomic here, Nocturnal Emissions, and I'm half tempted to put what the definition is so that people kind of know what's going on, but it's also a double entente where it's emission. The nocturnal emissions is like a wet dream, but it's also what comes out at night from our protagonist here. He is pretty selfish when it comes to taking care of himself, looking out for number one. And I think I'm in the midst of working on the monsters. This hand is not quite right. Let me see if I can kind of use my hand a bit. Yeah, it was bothering me. I was like, oh, as I was looking through before I finish it up. And I'm working on the body of the monster, and I'm wondering if maybe I'm going to redesign what I've currently got. And toss in just maybe a little, I don't want to say, just toss in some stuff here. Let's see. Let's see, so this is a joint. There we go. Let's see, I'll make this one, and yeah, the monsters are based off of the people that he meets and their sins, which happen to correspond with the 7 deadly sins. And when he kind of takes in, like when you're going through your day, you kind of take in, the sights, sounds, and whatnot throughout your day, and you express them in your dreams at night. Well, with him, he takes it in, and it actually makes people feel better. The ones that meet him, it's like, I don't want to say they've been exercised, but it's like he takes on their negative aspects, or takes them from them, just talking to him, because he's got this way about him, that he is very personable, and people tell him things, and they share and overshare, and he doesn't seem to judge on the spot. It's like he's very polite, kind. People get that impression off of him. But he's definitely not. Not really. it's just something a little off about him. And people don't see it because they're having their pains kind of taken away. So um, he does have one really good friend, or a guy that he considers a really good friend, and he doesn't feel like he's taking anything away from him. And even if he does, he feels like he can confide in this guy. This guy is Bryce, and they were both in the military together. Bryce, he got out. This guy got out. Derek here got out when, he kind of like, he just, after 4 years, it just wasn't for him. But Bryce decided to move on and to the FBI. So he took his military training to that. And they, over the years, would, meet up and things like that. So he's going to meet up with his friend several times. And it's almost like his little personal therapy session. Because Bryce doesn't judge, and sometimes he gives decent advice and lends a paw here and there. But for those of you who were with me through the thumbnails, you'll know the truth about Bryce. I'm just going to kind of hint at where his fingernails are. Just kind of keep it simple. Now this guy is doing pretty well for himself. He's a bachelor, doing his own thing. There's no problems getting women. But I think in his life, he feels like there's something missing. Like, what's the point? I'm making all this money, but for what? To be comfortable? Sure. Buy your toys, whatnot. Okay, so I want him to look like he's laying on the pillow. So I'm going to go ahead and throw like an indentation here. And kind of soften it. Maybe toss in some wrinkles and folds. Trying to get this to kind of soften here. Oh, hey, good morning. I started working more on the monster. I started looking up not necessarily pictures of monsters, but some ideas I have for adding to this particular monster. And from here, I am going to, let's see, I give him a little bit of tones in his arm here. Can't neglect the main character. Let's see, so I have the shadows coming this way. Let's see. Okay, so I'm kind of figuring that the monsters are going to be based off of the sins of others that he comes across during the day. And my daughter, I was talking to her, and she mentions how she's going to kind of draw him with dark circles under his eyes, and or color him with dark circles under his eyes, which makes sense because he doesn't get a lot of sleep. He gets just enough to get what he needs done. Let's see. And let's see. But I was having a ball drawing the monster. The only thing is, I don't like drawing things more than once. This guy's an exception, though. Let's see. Oh, shit. I forget that once you touch, thanks, Ian, you're a lifesaver. This could have been a whole video with the damn screen on top. And what's funny is every now and then I'll look up and, make sure that shit like that don't happen. Need to do it more often. Okay, so this gives him more of depth in his face. Before he was looking pretty flat. So I'm figuring that the light is coming from this direction. Let's see. But there are places on the face that always seem to be in darkness or in shadow. I'm trying to capture those. Bring that down some more. Maybe make this gray instead of black, so it doesn't look like I just smudged all over the place. Yeah, I spent a good portion of the time yesterday checking out the competition because it just keeps growing and growing. Um, it's like I got a shot if I can get the story to come off right. And then all last night I was going over the story in my mind, how what came first, chicken or the egg type of thing. Do I uh, uh, put the sleep scenes first, or do I put how I have it uh, so far? Just because I need to make sure that it's readable. Okay, and then I need the headboard in there. His head still looks kind of warped. Let me see. I could be just looking at it weird. Maybe it just needs to be brought down a bit. I think that kind of looks a little better. Kind of round him out a bit. All right. My daughter also wanted me to do, what is it called? Crap. Colors. But I really want her to go ahead and just choose what she thinks would be best for the scene. Did you? That is so cool. How far into the portrait are you in? Yeah, are you going to post it on Facebook as well? I think that nose is a little long. I see. That's about right for him. Maybe the mouth needs to come up. Let's see, let me try something. Okay, I think that looks a little better. That is so, I'm so proud of you. Does she know? Is it a secret? Well, probably not since you've got it here. Sweet. Let's see, I'm going to do a oops. Let me do this. See, that's that layer. Aww. Now this is, I'm doing a linear burn, and just to give it like a little bit more of a harder shadow. And then I'll like soften it around the edges here. Oh, this one here is Procreate, and I can't remember if I paid for it or not. Um, this is, I think I might have, but it was like a really low fee. Let me see real quick. Let's see. But it's definitely helped me like resize things, make things bigger. Because I remember I would draw and I would get frustrated because once you put it down, that's it. This is a Procreate for iPad. Here, it looks like it's free. Oh, pff, it's free because I've already got it. No, it's not a subscription at all. It's not like Photoshop. But also, you can use another one. I think my daughter uses. What's that one that she uses? Crap. But hers, I think, is a free program. It'll come to me like when it doesn't matter. It always will, always does. But once I figured out my favorite tools, my artwork got a little better to the point where, let's see, I wonder if I've got my old stuff in here. Because I watched a whole bunch of YouTube videos on how to use this. Let's see. It's under this stack. That's somebody else's art. I was doing a drawing of that. Let me see. One of my earlier. I wonder if I still have it. I know I went through a deletion phase. It might be at the very. Oh, remember that? Hey, I got a. What is it called? I finally bought a Cricut machine, so I'll be able to cut out around these letters. So this will be a proper visual. But that was like, you remember that one? That was like an early beast. Let's see. But I'm wondering if I still, because I might have deleted all the super early ones, where I was just kind of teaching myself how to use this thing. I don't see like one of the really super early ones. Like one of them was like a Tina Turner. I might have deleted it. Oh, this is like a super early one where I didn't know how to use any of the stuff, so I pretty much took a like one of these, like a studio pen or something like that, and just went around it. But now I know that I can soften my edges, coloring. I can put it beneath it and color, and have fun with it. Let me see. This one might have, yeah, where I was trying to teach myself. That's like the harder pen. I'm like, I hate this. I hate this. Okay, I'm gonna figure this out. This is, and you can almost see the progression. It's like, I need to figure this out. I need to figure this out. So I finally like whipped out a source image and started drawing it off of the source image. And from there, I had, watched more videos. And, you just take and pick and choose how to look at you going to come to the dark side and have a go at a top. Yeah, and just give yourself plenty of time to learn how to use it. Watch a lot of YouTube videos or watch me, and because I'll tell you what I'm doing. Also learn that you could put texture on things. There's that zombie skin texture is not a bad texture, and all the things that all the brushes that I use. This is another early one. I never finished this one, but it was so much fun to draw. With this one here, you just take your time, do your under sketch, do another layer. Some of these you could have up to 100 layers because they're trying to do, you can do animations on them, but they're kind of limited. Doing animations on this sucks because, I came from a Flash background where you can make a layer for every piece that is going to be moving. So like if I wanted her boobs to bounce, I could put them on their own layer. But with this one, it's like one of those constant, typical drawing things where it's like they did with the Bugs Bunny cartoons back in the day. You have they draw like the completed image on a cell, and then they go and draw another completed image with a slight change. But with Flash, you can make a puppet basically that you can move around, and you can't really do that with this program, which sucks. But yeah, this was definitely an early draw. Let's see. And then I think I was on here and talking with other folks like Tatted Hearts or something like that, and started to just have fun with it. Like I was going to do a bandolier with exploding rubber duckies. She's riding on a seahorse, and she's a mermaid, and just nuts. And anyway, enough of this nonsense. But yeah, give yourself a chance to do it. I'm using one of those Apple pencils, and it works pretty well. But there's supposed to be others that you can use that what's the word? That they're not as expensive, just as good but not as expensive. It's like the name of that other one. These are some. No, that's not an early one. This is a really early one. And I don't think I've shown this one to anybody. This one was for. I was going to do of a YouTuber I watch, Angel Ramirez. This one's a moderately early one, but yeah, just give yourself a chance to get to learn it, and then over a year, this is as, as good as I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Not quite there yet, but I'm getting better. But like doing the skin tones and stuff, you can make it look almost like they're like the 3D type of characters. Yeah. This one here, I think I didn't. Let me see. I finished it. Let's see. Is this the finished one? Yeah. So it went from this one right here, and then I brought it on into this and just made it into a speed draw. This is a redraw, or draw it in your own style of this thing right here. And I'm like, okay, yeah, will do. But it was a lot of fun. Definitely a different. But yeah, you can have a lot of fun with this program. And then you can go right into sharing, instead of having to scan it, take pictures of it, hope for the best. I'm digressing because I should be working on that damn monster. Okay, so Still haven't mastered. Okay, so his face is looking a lot better now. That I've squished it up a bit. Let's see, it needs a few more shadows down here. And this stuff needs to move. Looks like his neck is almost broken. Put a little bit more shadows here. Always neglect the ear. Make this a little darker here. Why you not getting darker? Just to give things a little bit more it's a big ass pinky there, bro. Yeah, and then the cool thing is you can go back and look at your drawing, because you know, like when you're drawing, you don't remember every stroke, and well, maybe you might, but I definitely don't, because it's like one of those things that, you know, you do it and then you forget about it, unless it's one of those things that was like super like painful. It's like, God, this thing was a pain in the ass. I don't think this is big enough. Let's see. Trying to stay consistent between. Okay, so if he was there, okay, so halfway up the thing. Okay. Halfway up. Okay, so this pillow will be about right here. And if you hold it down, it'll help you with your arcs. And then once you let go, you can adjust it. I mean, this program really coddles you. Yes, yes, come to the dark side, Ian. We have cookies. Shitty dental plan. But you won't regret it. I guarantee you won't regret it. It'll take your art to a whole nother level. You know, you just take the skills that you already have, and then you can just build on it. It just gives you more things to play with. The only thing is I find myself too zoomed in, and I miss things. Like this hand for hers is too small too. But you can always come back and edit it. I'll put it about right there, and then just kind of lose this. Okay. Alright, I'm not worried about what she looks like. She's not an important character. She's one of the expendables. I forgot. I'll merge this down. All right, so on to the monster. Um, okay, so I was going to do a gnarled hand. Um, Now this monster is going to be specifically for just this event. Mm, okay. Uh, Now, let's see. I like this hand. This part I like. This part needs some work. I started looking at snake mouths, and I was like, you know what? I think that would be cool to have. So, let's see. Um, the edges around the snake's mouth. All that beautiful texture. Let's see, maybe I can work with it. Um, I want to give it more of a snake face, but I'm trying to think of something that would be just greedy, something that just eats all the frickin' time. Uh, Roaches, I guess. But um, let me see. I think I'll get rid of this. Oops, that's smearing. Let's see. I want to be able to see. I like the big ass teeth, but they're a little too smooth. Let's see. And I was watching a guy this morning on YouTube. You know, people put videos out and say, "Oh, this is how to do it, how to make a monster." But he offers. He's just doodling a monster. He's not telling you how it's done or why he's doing it. It's just, I'm just doing a monster. Let's see. But I was watching another one, McKay and Gray, and they're doing a cartoonish monster on their story. I'm going to see if I can find their uh, actual webtoon, because they're constantly making webtoons in their tutorials. But and they even talk about the plot of it, which is pretty cool. Not unlike what I'm like doing here. Let's see. I'm gonna put the nose. Here. I'll make it more of a snout. I gotta remember, whatever I do here, I'm gonna have to reproduce it elsewhere. Let's see. But it's funny, I'll draw things and I'll forget that I've drawn them until I see them again. I'm like, oh yeah, that is me. I remember I was drawing people on Facebook for this one of my co-workers. Well, No. I was drawing different people for her and other coworkers. Like they gave my caricatures as gifts, and I had done so many of them that I didn't remember them. Uh, and when they said, "Oh yeah, you did one for me," and I'm like, "Really?" And then they show it to me. I'm like, "Oh shit, yeah, I did do that." Let's see. But it's like once I'm drawing it, it's like I don't know. It's like once it's done and gone out of sight, it's like almost out of mind. I don't know, because you're always on to the next thing. Let's see. We should throw some teeth in here. See this one particular picture that I've got is not a good one because I want an image that has like a lot of teeth. There are. Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. But the ones that I cherish the most, those are the ones that I end up saving as a favorite. Um, and those are the ones that actually say step by step how to do it. So, like, doing teeth, you got to make sure that you're thinking round. Um, the mouth is curved, so I got to keep these things in mind as I'm drawing them. So is this going to be a tooth in front or a tooth in the back? Teeth in the back, you can always kind of shadow them, and it gives more of a depth. Yeah, so it's like the one thing I liked about them is that the McKay and Gray one tutorial, it wasn't even really a tutorial. It's just them drawing and then talking. Um, but they gave advice. So something like they talk about what they were drawing and the significance of it, and then coming up with the significance of your monster. It should be based off of something. Um, could be the evils of, maybe it's the alternate of your main character, just twisted. And I'm like, you know what? That's what I was thinking. That maybe this could be an extension of my main character. Let's see. Look at the film, The Deadly Spurn. That evil monster. I don't like these teeth. I liked them better when they were closed. You know what I liked? There was a character I saw. Um, Evil Ernie had this button, and it had a smiley face with a whole bunch of jagged teeth. And I think even the movie Spawn, uh, that clown had these crazy teeth. And there was another movie I saw, Salem's Lot, where the vampire had like all these jagged fangs. Uh, But I'm also thinking of a shark's mouth where they have like rows of teeth. Um, yeah. I just need to see them from an angle. Yeah, that might work, but I want them even more jagged. Like I'm looking now at a couple of these. I like that, but it's a little, it looks good. That looks good. So I might draw something like that, but I'm envisioning something almost like this, or even better like this. But I want it to kind of like smile at her, kind of like this. And connected but longer. Now that's cool. This would be awesome. But it's the wrong angle. Because I'm imagining it like, you know, like that, but it's not. But then again, I could change the angle and it would be badass. Yeah, let's change the angle. And I'm going to put it on its own layer so I can make sure that she's got her hand over her head here. Let me put my lines back in. Let's see, so I'll make her a little smaller. Let's see. That way I have a little bit more room for the monster. See, I'll bring it about about right here. Okay, and then, oops. Oh shit. Why did that happen? Okay. The deadly spurn that, I don't understand what you're saying here. It says, look at the film, The Deadly Spurn That a Evil Monster. What is, you have two screens again, yeah. Okay, so here we go. I don't know why the other one popped up again, but thanks for letting me know. Alright, so I like the angle, and I like that smile, but I'm going to use like the snake's mouth. So this will be like part of his lust and part of her fear of snakes. And we gotta have, of course, the fort. And we'll have the mouth lay here, and then yeah, we gotta put that drool on there. So we'll have like drool coming down. Oh, did I not put this on its own layer? I did not. Sorry, I like having it on. I like having things on their own layer until I'm completely done with them. That way, if I make a mistake, I can just delete the layer. Okay, so like in this particular program, you can select it if they're like on the same layer, hit copy and paste, and it's automatically onto another layer, and it's already selected. But I need to erase it from this layer, or else it'll give me problems. I wish I could just copy it and let it just copy, but in order to do that, it has to go onto its own layer, and then it'll let me paste it somewhere else. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be, but it's how it is. Okay, so we got that going on. Oops. This thing is in the way. Okay. And I might want to make this mouth even bigger, because I really want it to be getting super intimidating. Okay, so I'm going to do this like this. It is cooler when you can see the gums. So let's do this. So we'll bring that down like here. So we'll have a hint of the gums here. And the curled up lip. And I want it to just kind of rest its mouth right here. And I'm wondering if maybe this is going to be like, let me see, like these monsters thrive on fear. And the more fear that you generate, the more they feed. And they got to do all their dirty work while he's indisposed. Let's see, we'll do some wicked gums here. Let's see, we'll start on this end and have them fold behind each other. Let's see. So like the mouth should like slowly open. Let's see, I'm gonna make these bigger. So I think what I'll do is I'll alternate see, we won't see the back of those, but we will see ooh, we could have them jagged. I don't know, that might be too many lines to look at. Well, we'll keep going. We'll bring this down some. Oops. Or I could have them like a shark's mouth where they come back a little bit. Either, I think it's either the snake or the shark that does that, where the teeth kind of curl back again. Let's see. We'll have what layer am I on? Okay, I'm on the right layer. We should have a big one. See, they need to overlap. Maybe protrude a little bit. So I'm thinking that something closer to nature. Yes, the snake's teeth curl back. Let's have rows. At least 2 rows, maybe 3. And then we'll show like the flesh. Okay. Maybe I might have to go small on the top teeth. Let's see. Try to keep the angle. Let's see, I gave myself a curve here. It's like frustrating. Okay, so I want my curve to be like here because it's resting on her, almost on her head. And so like if this was animated and she was blinking, it'd be like getting into her eyes. There we go. That's freaking horror, man. And you can't do a damn thing about it. You can't even wake up your boyfriend. And what would he do, you know? Let's see. I even looked up some tongues. Okay, so these are the bottom rows. I like the idea of the teeth being rough. I just gotta remember, if I'm drawing this, I gotta draw it again. At least in the bigger sense. Because there's one other image where I want the big... Let's see. The big mouth. Oh yeah, you're the snake monster. You're the snake charmer. You know these things. And I also want to give it like a bit of the snake eye. And for once, the music seems to like go with what I got. We'll have some of the drool try to connect. Let's see. We'll clean some of these lines up here. So I'll shade these guys kind of gray, just so that we got them in the back here. Maybe black. see, what would be a good tooth texture? Let's see. Let's see what this does. Let's see, we'll give it more of a grayer tone. Let's see, let's try this. So I could stay in the tooth. Let's see, and the white would probably show near the end here. Maybe let's try black. I want to make it look kind of wet too. So let's see, I'll get the basic shape to it, and then we'll make it look wet. At least we'll try to, at least. Come on, you. Blend, damn you. Try to smooth out these teeth, and then but I think something that looks more like a cavity would probably be a little bit more frightening to look at. So like things with pits in it. Let's see, the closer we get to here. Oh, and I also looked up messed up tongues, so definitely going to throw a little bit of that in there. Let's see, we'll make that a little smaller. Let's see what that brush does. Yeah, when your monsters have better teeth than you do, healthier. When my monsters have healthier gums than I have. All right. See, maybe if I bring the gums in a little more. That might look a little bit more impressive. Let's see. And we'll give it a texture to the, let's see, let's get, it was just under touch-ups. Yeah. Ooh. Let's give it rough skin. Yeah, and all these brushes come in Procreate. I'm trying to remember what the name of the other free program is. Because I think this one maybe been like $20. It was either 9 or 20. I can't remember what it was. Let's see. Ooh, we'll do this to the skin. Let's see. Oops. Different brush. Oh, that's what was happening. It was instead of using the brush that I had, it was, ooh, this is a nice texture. This texture is called Dove Lake. I don't know what doves hang out at this lake for, but ain't no doves here. Let's see. And my daughter can probably color this like red. Let me throw some white in here and change the size so it changes a few things here. This would be, I should write these things down. This one's called Dove Lake. Get a little bigger. Okay, and I want to, let's see, rough skin. Let me come back to the soft brush for the moment. I just want to kind of maybe soften my squiggles. And this is just smudging. If I had more confidence of line of my strokes and stuff, I probably wouldn't squiggle so much. But a lot of the times I'm discovering, you know, what I want to draw, like, or how I want it, how big I need it. And drawing squiggles is a way for me to try to figure that out. That texture there, though, that looks nuts. That effing looks nuts. Yeah, Ian, so with the stuff that you know already, I think you'd be freaking dangerous in this program. I mean, and then you'll have every color of the rainbow at your disposal. Yeah, I think you'd be dangerous, especially if you do tattoos. You know, you whip out the design and stuff for folks. and then just print it out instead of having to draw it on paper, erase, and all that other stuff. And I think if you're careful with your stylus, whatever you're using, um, because it feels weird to draw with this pencil thing. Um, uh, I think you'd be freaking amazing at this. You know, I mean, it's like these things, I think they've gotten a little cheaper too. The iPads and stuff, like you can get a nice size one for like $200 or $300. But I'm also thinking I want to pick up a one called a Huion. I've been keeping my eyes out for those. Let's see, I'm gonna use a different brush. They are way cheaper pads. And I can't, god dandruff, I wish I could remember. Hold on, let me see if I can. It's going to drive me nuts until I remember. I think it starts with a C. It's a drawing program. Let me see, and it's free. You know what? I'm such a dumbass. I think I have it on my computer. Where is it? All these games I'm not even playing. I need to get rid of them. It's not Procreate. What is it called? Oh, and I've got the subscription for the Adobe thing. I caught it when it was like about $30, but you have like access to everything. I think it's worth it, especially since I'm planning on publishing eventually. This is going to drive me nuts. I know I downloaded it. I wonder if I uninstalled it because I don't use it. It has a bit of a learning curve, this other one. But I've seen a lot of people do great work with it. Okay, I don't see it. I know, right? And it messed with me when you were messing with me because it's like I was a purist. I was like you. I'm like, this digital bullshit. You lazy people. I can't control Alt Z, my stuff. Let's see, let's see, free drawing software or apps. It'll come, Krita, Krita, that's what it was. Sounded like it had a C sound. Krita, it's free. It's pretty powerful. People have like brushes. They sell brushes, or after a while you can go watch a YouTube video and you can make your own. But that's the program. That's the one I would use if I wasn't using this one or Photoshop. But Photoshop has gone through some changes, and I hope for the better. But it's almost like I need to relearn it again. I mean, some of the basic stuff that I use, it still works. Like, Control Z, Control Alt Z, or was it Control Shift Z? I can't remember. To go back even further. Oops, wrong layer. Let's see, I need the layer right beneath that. There we go. And that, what I did is I just put like a white behind it so I don't have this stupid line here, but I don't want to delete it because other layers might be using it. Now I wanted to make it look like it's on her, so I'm gonna have to like cast some shadows and stuff. Let's see, let's get a texture for the skin, and that was touch-ups is where the skins are. You've got like razor stubble, old skin, rough skin, zombie skin, and then you can always make your own brushes in this Procreate one. And I did a video on how to do that. Actually, I don't think I did make a specific video on how to do it, but it's relatively easy to make your own, but to be accurate with it, I haven't quite mastered it yet. Like, I made, let's see, I made this one, but it when you use it, it doesn't fall right. These two, like I wanted to make one non-repeating, like if I use it when I put the brush down, it makes a whole bunch of these when I wanted just to be able to make a pattern that goes straight across. But then there's other ones in here that are pre-built in here, and it's really pretty. This one, Victorian. But I saw somebody use it, and I'm like, son of a biscuit eater. That's my texture. It's like, but it's not, because it came with the program. Let me see. And I was like, I don't want to say I was offended, but I felt lazy because I used it in one of my one of my drawings when I should have made my own texture. But yeah, when you jump into it, do you've got your pencils that you're doing of Julie now, but wait till you get this program, your drawing program and all that stuff, and then do another Julie, and you'll see the difference. It's going to be absolutely like night and day. It's going to be effing insane. Oops, gotta switch brushes. But yeah, I used that pattern on the bed. Here's what it would look like. It's like, stop jumping around, Kim. I used it here. And that's that Victorian pattern. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. There's a guy on Instagram that, let's see if I can find it. I was like ashamed. I'm like, I need to make my own damn pattern. And ended up making a lace pattern. Let's see, but basically what you would do is you'd make a pattern, maybe a 1x1 square, or on a blank canvas. I'll probably have to make one because I want to put a pattern on. Where'd he go? Here he is. I made this lace pattern right here. And some of that's kind of pretty. I don't remember how I did some of this. Maybe I put another texture on top of it. That could be it too. Damn, how did I do that? Yeah, I wanted him to look like a little cutesy gargoyle. Let me get back. Anyway, back to business. Stay focused, Kim. We could do this. We could finish this goddamn monster. these teeth. Am I still okay? I don't think I'm on the right layer. I'm not. Okay, so I wanted to make it look like he was sitting on top of her. Let's see, so I think I'm on her layer. Oops. You know, the other thing about this program is you got to make sure that you press onto where you actually need to be, or else it's gonna see. I thought I was already selected on that. Have it like cast a shadow and drool on her. I think that should make it look like he's on top. Yeah, another thing about this program is it's not vector based. It's all non-vector. So your stuff can get pixelated. I just want these edges to kind of stand out a little bit, and then I'll just do like a texture going down. Where's the scary music? Oh, that's not. I thought this was Instagram. It took me to Pinterest. Let's see. There it is. I forget what the symbols look like. Let's see. Trying to find the guy that used that texture. I was like, man. And he's doing his own comic, but he's at that point where it's like just so close to, you know, being really good. And I remember being kind of at that stage where it's like yeah, I found him. Okay. This guy here at Ballistic Comics, that texture that I put on that bed is the same one that he's got on this guy here. And his artwork is almost at that level. He just needs to kind of study a little bit more anatomy. It's just like super duper rough. But like if he gives himself another year, I think all this stuff will like really smooth out. Yeah, he's using Procreate too. You can tell with the the same thing, but it's like draw that damn eye, god damn it. He's just almost there. He's got like the start of it, but just need to push it just a little further. Like, pay attention to those hands. It's like it doesn't just go from wrist to finger. Uh, like maybe fix the balance here because both of these look like just a reproduction of the same leg almost. It's like this can come in a little bit, maybe curve a little bit in. This can like bend a little bit forward or outward. It's like it's just really super stiff. And the shoulders, I mean, it looks like girl shoulders. This is a guy with a big, massive head and that giant neck. It needs to be broader. It's like he's almost there. And then some of his pictures will almost look like they're there. And it's like dude, I feel your pain. You're where I was many, many moons ago. But, we all started off with pencil, There's no shape to him. It's all like square and flat. No dimension. Even though he's got shading, it just doesn't add dimension to it. But he's almost there. That's the guy I wanted to show. And he wanted to kind of hook up to talk about drawing and being in the business. And I'm like, dude, I'm not in the business. Not yet. I'm still a squirrel trying to get a nut. Not even bust a nut, just freaking get one. Let's see. But yeah, so it's good that he's using pencil. He's not like just one of these people who just jump right on into digital. But I'd give him, just get more of those fundamentals in, or at least use a source image, and pay attention to that source image. Just stop zooming in like I do. Let's see. Let's see, I'm going to change that to that texture. It was under touch-ups, and I think I was using zombie skin. Smooth, damn you! Oh, did I erase? I probably erased. That's probably what happened. Son of a biscuit eater. I thought I was filling it with white. Okay, that's filling it with white. I'm just trying to get like some sort of rim edge or something. Ooh, it does not want to do squat. It could be the program itself. Oh, this is the pressure right here. This little where it says brush opacity, that's the pressure, and I needed it like up here. This is the size of the brush. Now I got it. I just needed this a little bit lighter. And just got to remember those fundamentals. So like if I've got shadow going, there should be a corresponding light somewhere. Let's see. And I'll make this a little opposite. Just kind of smudge it together. Just blend, damn you, blend. Now the tool here that I'm using, the smudge tool, it will smudge whatever, like say I need to move that white and make this more white than gray. I'm going to move this from the white to the gray. And if I need the white here to be more gray than white, just make this a little bigger. I just move from the dark color to the light color. And if you alternate between the two, you get that in between. And it's like it's grabbing it and smearing it for you. Kind of what your finger would do. Like a big fat finger. If you don't want too much of a smudge where it obliterates, you just bring it down some. And it's just a gentler smudge. Okay, this tooth is going to drive me nuts. Okay, let's see. I want to use that texture. It was it under touch-ups or textures? Dove Lake. Dove Lake was for the gums. What is Signet? And then you can just experiment. Ooh, what is Signet? It looks like it's giving me... Ooh, this could be a nice drool texture. Okay, let's try something. Let's make some drool. Oh, but first let's throw a few more little thingies around the edges here. Oh yeah, I'm definitely hard on myself. Definitely. Trying to stay humble. Because there's a lot of talent out there. And the moment I start thinking I'm better than anything, or better than I think I am, that's when I'll start to really see it. That I'm not hot shit, I'm just a cold turd. Let's see. Just another cold turd in a pot. See, this Tarkine was really good for the jeans texture. I don't know what Kira want. Ooh, I love all these like wet texture looking things because it makes the skin look badass. Okay, let's do a little bit of zombie skin on that lip. And then we'll get to the bigger mouth. But the body thing here looks weak. I'm thinking about making him more, like this arm here looks badass. If I can make him look more of like a mist. I don't know. Okay, so favorites. No, it was zombie skin. It was under touch-ups. Let's see. But it was really cool to to see that other people were at the same level I was when I was a teenager, and even beyond that, I still make the same mistakes, but I'm getting better, I hope. We're developing a style. I don't see the style yet. I'm thinking I'm drawing realistic, and everybody else is probably thinking, oh, she draws in this cartoony style. I'm Like, I have you know, my good man, that I am drawing in realistically. Yeah, some guy was trying to describe my art on his web channel before he disappeared. And he's like, yeah, she draws in this cartoony style, and I'm like, not always. Yes, I can't define I will not be defined. Okay, let me use a little bit of this rough skin too, just to give texture to more texture. Something that I can't reproduce. Yeah, ooh, I kind of like what the rough texture is doing. Let me bring a little bit of color in there. And we'll change that to rough texture. Ooh, splatter. Let's see. This is a good, interesting skin texture too. If it just kind of fills in some of the bubbles. Okay, I want to get to that tongue. Let me bring this down. Okay, let's see if we can do a little bit of drool. Oop. Do a little bit of drool. Okay, I'm gonna need to tone up some stuff here. I'm gonna make it a little. Ooh, I wonder if I can use. Let's see. Let's see. Let me do another layer. Merge these guys together. Just to give the drool something to show up on. Okay, and white. Oops. And we'll use maybe a watery texture. Let's see, we've got elements. I'm trying to think, what would look most like water? Oceans only go sideways. But if I do this, let me take another layer. I'm going to merge this one together. Let's see, we'll make that white. Oops, that's big. Oops. I don't think it took it. Let's see. Let's do oceans. Or was it water? It was water. And instead of it, the way it's going now, it looks like, what's the word? It looks like electricity. But if I turn it, it looks too busy. Okay, let me see. Let me see, make a big one. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll do that, and then see, I think I want to make it a little brighter. Let's see, but let's use a liquefy, and we'll see if we can change it. Maybe I should just do, let's see, instead of that, let's try, there was one that was like water. Here it is. That's a blotch. That's a bleed, wash, mad splashes. This is flecks of water. Maybe a little bit of that. We'll put that on the tongue. But I want to distort them. Okay, push. So you want to kind of squeeze it too. Let's see. Yeah, it almost looks like spider webs. We'll just kind of, yeah, that'll do it. We'll take those water droplets, kind of push them around. Let's see, we'll make it the size a little smaller. We'll just kind of have some of the drool break itself here. Fall on my tooth, damn you. Now I need, let's see, let's get some more of those water droplets, water flecks, and we'll distort those too. Let's see, we'll make the size a little bigger. And just kind of conform it to her skin. Let's see, we'll do a few more of those flecks. Oops, forgot to liquefy. This almost looks like one of those happy ending type of things, you know, like from a porn. Not that I know anything about that. Anyway. I don't know, Ian. What you think, bro? More drool? We need more shiny. It's not looking shiny enough. Let me see. There's a brush that I fell in love with. That was the light brush. Let's see if it'll work for me here. We'll see if we can light up some of these lovely, lovely teeth. Excuse me. Let's see, maybe the light pen would be better. We got the light brush and we got the light pen. Oh yeah, and the more you tap it, the lighter it goes. Let me make it bigger. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. More drool. It's kind of hard to see without the color behind it. Let me see if I can throw the tones here into her thingy here. I was thinking about making a... Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm going to use the stop colors. Stop. Let's see. Use that. I was thinking about making a texture on the blanket. Now we should be able to see the drool pretty well. Let's see, let's throw some texture on that blanket, and then we'll have to put that elsewhere too. Texture. Let's use that Tarkeen here. Let's see, we'll make a lighter tone on it. No, we'll do a darker tone. I'll probably have to distort it a little bit. So that gives a texture to the blanket. Texture galore. Let's make it bigger. I should have isolated it. Let's see. So yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's isolate it. Am on her layer right? I am not. Shite. If I merge it down, it shouldn't hurt anything. Let's see. All right. Let's see. So we should have... Let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna isolate. Let's see, so we'll think that maybe it'll cast a shadow about maybe here. Oops. Oh, it's smudging, damn you. Okay, there we go. And what I'll do is I'll smudge it with, let's see, the Tarkeen again. That was under textures. Oops. Okay, it's selected. And we'll just do a little bit of the light. Actually, it should be darker down here because it's away from the light. Let's see. And then lighter here, probably. Let's see, so the blanket would only be probably about like right there. And I guess I can. I kind of like the angles here, how the hair is bleeding through uh, here, and how it's coming down here. Let's see it in the drool. I think I'll put more on her hands here. Smudge, to get back to the smudge brush. And just kind of work it. And so I don't want to lose the pattern. I'm going to, at least not too much, bring this down some. Just make it a gentle, so now I kind of see where her hand would be here. Oh, girl's foot. Let's see. The light is coming from the other direction, but we'll give it a little bit of a rim light about right here. Different brush. Yeah, to save yourself some time, definitely set yourself up to where you like your brushes. Because I keep having to go back and forth and back and forth. Oh, dog, this looks nice. Okay, more drool. More drool! Ooh, okay. I don't think there's anything in luminance. Ooh, I wonder what this would do. And then if I distort it a little bit, and put it on its own layer. Nah, but it might make a nice tongue texture. Let's see. Tongue. Drool. Or water. Okay, so more drool. I think these droplets are a little big, but let's see if we can make it work. Just kind of, and we have a brush that makes it look like it's seeped in. Ooh, that's a lot of drool, bro. Let's see. Let's see, we don't need all this drool. Like, this is pretty effing horrifying. Yeah. This is horrifying, bro. This is true horror. Getting drooled on by a monster that is effing the worst. Let's see, let's see, oops, I want to make these a little smaller. Look, it's like bubbling up. Let's see. So what did you do for 2 hours? Oh, I played with drool. I played with this white stuff. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need to liquefy. I wanted it all in her hair. I wanted it. It is like spraying out. Oh, it's almost like splooge. You are brilliant, Ian. I think you have a gift. Dude, you're gonna be my consultant. I'm gonna give you a special thanks on the, if anybody, you know, when I finally publish it, I'm gonna give a special thanks to you, bro. You get me. You get me. Let's see. So I want to fix a little. Oh, that's right. In the water, it's got water bleed. So let's see if that does what I think it's going to do. Like it looks like it's seeped in, maybe. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think it's doing what I'm thinking it's doing. No, it's not doing what I'm thinking it's doing. I thought it would be like wet spots or something like that. Like I don't have enough wet spots here. Now water also casts a shadow, I think. Let's see. So like if I give it like a little edge, I could be wrong. Because I'm trying to think of like water droplets, how they Dude, this is going to be the profile picture. It's like, nah, bro, thank you. Let's see, just... Ooh, her nose. What happened to her nose? I wonder if, oops, I'll fix that later. I think I want to fix it now. Oh. It could be a smudge from somewhere else. I'm trying to think of where it would be. It's not on that layer. So it's definitely on this layer. Let's see. It won't go away. Trying to figure out. Come on, man. Oh, it helped to be on the right layer, right? Let's see. We gotta have some of it come off of her nose too, as I'm looking at it. Let's go ahead and smudge a bit. More drool. Okay. And maybe if I take like a very light gray, make it kind of transparent, and then use, and then I should use the, let's see, I wonder. It's just that it sparkles everywhere. It's not what I want. Okay, damn. Okay, fine. Ooh, industrial's got some. We gotta use that for the skin. Okay, we were using textures. Dove Lake was for the gums. If I do a light, let's see, and maybe a dark too. Oh, wrong lane, liar, blah, blah. Let's see, wrong. And then we'll just use a little bit of liquify and just kind of I don't know, does that, ooh. Now, let's see, let's go back. Because I kind of like this kind of drooling mess right here. So we'll add a few more. We're going to merge that down so I don't screw it up. Drool upon drool. We used water droplets. Ooh, I haven't used this one. We should keep it white. Oh, let's see, we'll duplicate it. Let's see. And oh, it crashed. It does not like that water droplet. All right. I'm trying to fill it. Okay, let's see. Let's do this. I was going to try to let it. Oh, that's right. Fuck. When you pop out of it, let's see. When you pop out of it, you can't edit. You know, like you can't go back. Okay, so here we go. Let's do that water drip. Let's see. And let's see, we'll do a couple more, but we'll make this one bigger. And then we'll distort it. Liquify. Spread that shade out. Let's Let's see, we'll bring it down some. Oh, that's gross. Oh my god. Let's see. More. Down. Here, more. Down. More. Underlay. So when I show the scene with her again, should definitely have her still kind of wet from this ordeal. Think it's enough now? Nah. Let's see. We gotta put it in. Well, we got some of it in her hair. Okay, let's get that tongue. Shoot, it's already 6:30. Okay, we need a texture for the tongue. Let's see, wet sponge doesn't look bad. Let me try that. That or water bleed. So I don't make too much of a mess. We'll start off with gray first. Bring that down some. Now, I've found some really cool images of tongues that look like really bad. One of them had, I wonder what the mad splashes would look like on here. Nah. Maybe a little bigger. No. We need the circles. Oh yeah, the texture. It was under industrial. That looks like shite. Let's see. Here we go. Let's try that. Oh, I didn't give it its own layer. That's okay. So to make it look like it's coming from inside of something, we'll make this part dark. And then make this part dark. And then make part of this light. Hey, Julie! It's good to see you guys. Ian's helping me be naughty. You think you know me. You do. Yeah, for real. Get the right layer, Kim. It's always being on the right god dandruff layer. And I still haven't mastered that yet. Hours upon hours. Okay, we need something icky. This twisted tree looks freaking cool. Let's see, but Let's see if we can really just get in there. I mean, some of this texture is doing okay, but it's not icky enough. Let's see. Let's see. I need something that looks like rot. Yes, you are. You are a very good boy. Very good boy. Getting better. Let's see. I need like a round texture. Ooh, oil pastel is pretty close. Let's try this Aurora one. Something icky. Oh yeah, that looks kind of icky. Let's see. We need. Maybe they're just not doing icky well enough. Let's see, what else did we do? We have textures. We use Dove Lake. These are like textures I've never used before. It's like, no, really, Kim? It doesn't look like a tongue. How do we make this look wet? Let's see. Oh, well, let's see. We have water, and then we have elements. Wait a minute, that looks... Let's see if we can use this snow thing. Okay. Oh, yeah, that snow is going to be badass. From the Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary. We wouldn't have you any other way, Ian. Lord Julie. So funny. Okay, so with the breath stuff. There we go. This snow is badass. God, it sucks to be her. I'm having way too much fun decorating this shite. Okay, so we got that. I wonder if this clouds would help with the tongue. Nah, not really. I wonder if... Let me show you the... This is going to be really gross. Now, one of my source images that I saw... Oh, you know what? I'll save it for when I get ready to do the... When I get ready to do the close-up of the tongue. I can't imagine anybody staying on this particular image for too long. Okay, we also need to get the interior of the mouth. Hopefully my daughter colors this really well. Um, let's see. Let me get some shadows in there. I'm sure less is more. So we used Driven Snow. We used Aurora. Aurora was icky. I like that. You know what? We could make this into a female monster. That would be kind of kinky. Everything looks cool except for this shite right here. But I like how it's up on this. You know what? I think I'll do this. I'm going to take a Gaussian blur to it. Make sure I'm on the right layer. It's on this layer. And just slide it. So it's almost like a motion thing. But then from this smudginess, I want to make it kind of misty. This is badass. I'm freaking in love with this. I need to finish the mouth. Okay. But I don't want to go without fixing this. Can you imagine like being, this is kind of gross. Okay, you guys forgive me. This is a very gross thought. But what if it was like dry humping her? Like, ew. Oh god, I'm about to vomit. And maybe this angle kind of sucks. Because I do want it coming up behind her. Oh, what if instead of having like the big hulking form, what if I have like the arm? Let me see. What if I just have like the arm coming up, and then just like over the headboard? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. And it's like shaking the bed, and drooling on her, and then roaring and all that stuff. It's doing its own little masturbation thing. It's not penetrating her, but that would only make it worse. Ooh, now the shadows here are working pretty good for this. Maybe this needs a little bit more shadows, like it needs to cast a shadow. Let's see. Just to make them pop out a little bit. And I think the shadows that I'm looking at are actually her eyebrows. But wow. Okay, so um, but I can't yell because it looks too goddamn good. I almost think it's not enough. Let's see. So what I think I might need to do is extend. Let's see. I don't know. It's kind of hot. It's hot and it's disgusting. It's. I didn't think I. I didn't think I could do something like this. And I still have so much more to draw. Um, it's pretty freaking detailed. Okay, so I think I could just blacken this area. Let's see. Now, if I was doing that mouth that we saw earlier, and I'll grab that copy image. But this is the mouth that we saw earlier. If I have like rows of teeth going back, that'll help me with what I was trying to accomplish, because the gum would be like way up into the other picture, and then it'd be like that. See, I kind of like that it's coming off the side here. I'm like, just freaking push it, push it. And then I'll puss up the tongue and whatnot in the other picture. But I still got to come up with a body. That body that I have is doo-doo. Let's see, we'll use a little bit of the zombie skin. And just kind of make this come out. And just give it more, because I like the teeth receding. I like a mouth full of teeth. That's cool too. Who is this? Let's see. Just to give them a little shout out that they were my inspiration. Somebody named Black Rhino. So kudos to you, Black Rhino. You did a really cool design that's very inspirational. Thank you very much. Okay. And we'll just go batshit crazy with the teeth. Let's throw some white in there. Oops. Need to be on a higher layer. I'm going to go ahead and merge these guys. Now here's trying to remember all the textures that I used. Let's get into the industrial. Oh, but first let's smudge. Whoops. Industrial. Ooh, this stone wall would make a really good cavity. Let's see. If it was black. Let's see. Let's see, we were using Aurora here. Let's see, we were in water before. Let's see, luminance. We had an Aurora. Spires was nice. Let's see. But this isn't the texture. Yeah, next time I'm gonna write down the frickin' textures that I used. Twisted Tree, Wasteland. But it was under textures. We had Signet. Ooh, Dove Lake. Okay, let's get that Dove Lake in there. Let's lake it up. Smooth it. Just so that it kind of matches some of the other teeth. Should be darker in the back here. It is a little darker. Make this a nice dark shadow. Yeah, I think it needs a little bit more drool, like right here on the tongue. Doesn't make any sense that the tongue's not wet. Oh man. Okay, so we used like a water. It was organic. I'm trying to remember. There's the water. But there was another one. Wasn't luminance. I'm trying to remember where I found it. Oh, this sucks. Elements, that's what it was. Okay. So we used like water and turned it. Let's see. It didn't select it. It's probably still on the soft brush. Okay, it was on clouds. That's what we need. Just get a lot of that. and then we'll liquefy it. Should have put it on its own layer. Not too late. Crap. There we go. There's so much drool. And then liquefy. Niagara Falls. Let's give it like a gray tone too. Oh, that's crazy. Oh. Okay, so now with the tongue coming out this way, we gotta have some drool coming down this way too. If I get no comments on the drool here, I'd be completely shocked. They should be going the opposite way. Let's see. And we'll put one here. Select it. Just to see if I... There we go. We'll just have it kind of extend a little bit more. And then we'll distort it. I like how when it distorts, it's kind of random. That random ickiness. Okay, and then I don't want to make it too and then we'll like kind of diffuse it a bit, make it look like it's kind of seeped into the blanket. We should have some coming off her nose, like maybe a little droplet. Let me merge these together. Just because it looks like it's missing something. Drool, glorious drool, wet and sticky. Damn it, Ian, see what you've done. Oops, wrong one. Okay, so it's going to be splat right let's see, not right there, on a different layer. Here we go. We'll have it splat. And we'll just kind of bend it a bit. Whoops. 2. Let's see. And they got crystals. Let's see. It doesn't look like it's crystallizing it. Oh, because it's on a different layer. Duh. Let's see. Let's get back on this layer. Ugh. Never mind. I think that's enough for now. But still need to throw some shadow. Just to make it look like it's... Whoops. Just kind of follow the flow here. Gotta remember where the light was coming from. Poor thing. Now, any more than that, and we're going to be thinking that this is something a little different. I don't know, should we make these look like water droplets? Let's see. Let me get a picture of a water droplet here. May as well push this thing to the limit if we can. Let's see, so I can show you guys what I'm looking at. Okay, so the shadows are more softer. And then there's like a little, there's a tone to them, I think. You know, and there was a video I wanted to watch how to do just this sort of thing. Let me see, I'm going to take this down to the very bottom here and see if we can give it a bit of a tone. That way when I add a highlight, we'll be able to see it. This poor lady. And we'll use the, see if that'll help. Light brush or light pen. I think there's a lot of variance in there. I think that'll work. Now if I can just get the teeth to look like these guys. Let's see, we had water. Let's see. So maybe I'll use the same gray and do what I did here. Make it really look like water. Where did we find that? That was in Elements. Just maybe a hint here and there. Okay, I think that's good enough for that. All right, so back to the body here. I like that. I think I used water on here too. Let's see. Yeah, that was water, I think. There should be a big shadow over her right here. Make sure it's using it. Okay. And what was that texture that we were using? Texture. Shit, what time is it? Okay, 7 o'clock. All right, textures. Not Dove Lake, it was for the blanket, Tarkine. Okay. You know what was cool is that when I was into a different library and the last one I used, it was still highlighted on the beast that I had used. So that's kind of cool. So like if I go back to favorites, and then I go back to texture. Now, I thought it was going to stay on the same one that I had used before. Maybe it's just random. Okay, just a thought. I was thinking that maybe it was trying to help out. Okay. The texture on the blanket. This is pre-drool. Now, if you guys caught yesterday's where I had shown the thumbnails, I need a day off. because I'm like totally into this. Uh, what I was going to show on her, let's see. Okay, so she's got the blanket. She's got the blanket over her. I think he should kind of push the blanket a bit. Let's see. If he's stroking her, or it's stroking her, um, we don't use female. Oops, you guys can't see. Shit. I can't even see what you're saying. Okay. Now if we don't use male female pronouns with evil. Let's see. Politically correct evil. Okay, so let's push the blanket. Like it's not, it's kind of, this is monster foreplay. And so, challenge my folding techniques here. I could have this hand. No, because I don't want to mess that up. Let's see. That would be messed up. It's like, no sex is this good for this monster, or to be with this relationship. Okay, I'm going to merge these layers together so whoops, not that one. These two. I wish I had more time on this thing. Oops. Okay, yeah, I need your professional opinion. Your uh, professional monster opinion. Should I keep the teeth coming down? Or should I like get rid of this? Oh, I should have to smile. I should have to smile. It's this little bit right here that I've selected. And I'm trying to decide, do I want to keep that? Or change it. So I'm thinking I'm going to lean more towards that weird smile that we saw, like this. And then it opens its mouth. And then the last thing we'll see is, let's see, we're up here, that it's about to lick her with that tongue. Damn, that's a lot of work. We could just do a lot. We could just, because I like that angle that it's on her. I'm trying to think. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, there's this part right here. Okay, so I've got to fix that, but there's this part right here where the mouth is down right here. And I think what I'll do is I could just have the hands stroke her, but it doesn't lead into the mouth laying on her. could, I love this picture. I don't know, it does something for me. But I'm trying to decide, do I want to keep, I like that squeezing of the mattress. You know, I just had this weird thought. Um, let's see. What if, okay, so we have that. What if, let me see if I can draw the pose. This is where the big giant mouth is going to be. Um, no, I'll just stick with this. Okay, so, but I'm trying to decide whether or not to get rid of the mouth or to keep it. I don't want to make this into like a porn, because I could. Monster porn. It's what's for dinner. Um, let's see. So I'm just trying to decide, do I lose anything by, I think, oh, I know. Okay, so I'll switch it. You know how we have this angle right here? I'll just go ahead and do the smile. Licking her. Okay, so we'll keep the licking. Oh, you're going to make me work for it, aren't you? Oh, shite. Okay. But the one that I had the question on was this one right here in the center. Should I keep the mouth here? Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it. Okay, so I'll keep the mouth. Let me see if I can at least get it started, because I got less than 15 minutes. I might have to go take a shower. It's not it's not often that, you know, you come across like, this is kind of hot. But that's not hot. This arm is, though. Look at that arm. I do this arm. Okay. Alright, so let's see. If I can just tear myself away from the drool. I mean, the more I put into it, the better it looks. It's scary. I just don't have that kind of time. Alright. And this hand needs to be about the same size as that hand. You know what? This hand is going in the wrong direction. Oh, fuck. Okay. But then again, who says it has to be his hand? It could be somebody else's hand. No, I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay, so how do you fix that, Kim? Okay, the thumb is okay where it is, but the fingers are going in the wrong direction. So, I thought it looked kind of weird. I'm like, oh, what if I give it more than one hand? Okay. Let's fix this paw. I need more time. I need more time. These guys need to go the other way. I don't know. I thought it looked kind of hot going in the direction it was in. Okay, so we definitely got to keep the licking because it is kind of icky. It's like kind of how The Exorcist is. It took like sexy stuff, not sexy stuff. I don't think there was anything really sexy about it, but distorts sex with horror, like Clive Barker. You know, just distorting. I don't know anybody else who does it. Stephen King kinda. I should find a really good monster paw. Who's got? I'm trying to think of a monster that would have like gnarled fingers. That would be a good inspiration. Let's see. Find out what happened to the music. It was really digging deep. Let's see. I might have come to the end. Let's see. Dark and weird. Man, I want a day off. Like, now I'm like inspired. This is effing nuts. And I tried to draw yesterday evening, and I was just so damn tired. Things were just looking like crap. I'm like, I can't do it. Can't do it. I gotta get some sleep. Oh, okay. Good point. Good point. It's like, do I disturb you while you're feeding? I do not. Good point. So what I'm thinking of is putting that mouth. Let's see, how big is it compared to her head? Maybe about should be about the same size. Now it's going to have kind of like a snake face. It'll have like those lips. Like its mouth is bigger than its hands. Let's see, and I want it shut. I don't want it touching her just yet. Not until it gets down here. But it's getting close. I wouldn't mind it like nudging. Oh God, I wish I was animating. That'd be cool. I kind of keep this PG-13 for this site. Let's see, let's do another one. I gotta remember to use those textures too once I get all the contours and stuff in here. Okay. Let's see, so I'm running out of space. Maybe I need to bring her down some. Nah. We'll make it work. We'll put the mouth right here. Oh, but you know what would be crazy? If the mouth was like where the chest would be. There's like no head, it's just, you know, where the torso would be. Kind of like, let me see. So like you got your arms, and then you just all mouth here, and then whatever it leads into. Oh, you know, since it's using, what is it called? Since it's using dirty dreams, erotic dreams to keep him asleep, what if his dirty dreams is what the monster's feeling? So like while he's getting off here, it's him sharing. Whoops! Hold up, hold up. Oh Lord have mercy. Okay, time to go. All right, sorry about that. It's like my alarm goes off in Spanish, and it's the most annoying music that you can possibly ever stomach. So what I was saying is, what if what the monster's feeling, all the emotions and lust and whatever the monster's feeling, he's feeling, which is what's keeping him asleep. And so as the monster's attacking and getting his groove on or whatever, he's feeling it, the pleasure sensations. So that, or maybe the monster's sharing a bit of it, and then it punishes him when he doesn't have a female or a person for it to feed on. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship, very dysfunctional symbiotic relationship. Okay, so I got to get going. Let's see. That's pretty much where I am today. It's kind of crazy, but now I got to figure out how to explain it. Shite. Oh god, dandruff. Okay. All right. So I'll work a little bit more on the monster because I still gotta do the mouth. I still gotta figure out the body. No head. Get rid of the head. Who needs a head? Um, so it's all like torso, and then if this was the kind of site I wish it was, that it's doing its thing and just rubbing itself or something like that against her or something like that. Anyway, but I want to leave it up for interpretation. So I do want the monster to grab the headboard. Ooh, it'd be funny if it shook the headboard and scared the shit out of her. And then it's like it likes the fear. So maybe it's not a sex thing and maybe it's just eating the fear, whichever. But as it's feeding and getting its groove on in whatever way, shape, or form, he's feeling the pleasure sensations to keep him asleep. But when the person's gone, it attacks him. It starts turning on him, and then he wakes up with the nightmares. So it's like, I kind of like that idea. Okay, so anyway, I'll figure out in my own little rabbit ass mind how to get this going. You guys have a great one. Julie, thanks for joining us. Ian, you were an absolute inspiration. Thank you so much. More drool, more drool. I mean, it's a mouth. He's excited. He's glad to be there. Why not drool? I'm drooling. Why not? Anyway, you guys have a great one. And if you guys were drooling along with me, like, subscribe, suggest. The next monster will be coming up soon. And then I got to figure out how that works into and fits into this. But definitely, lust is a fun thing. Look at that. Isn't that just ducky? Anyway, you guys have a great one. This is more than I even expected. Take care. Bye-bye.